Hank Fletcher had spent over 20 years working as a lumberjack. He had seen all kinds of trees, old, young, diseased, even ones with strange patterns. But nothing prepared him for what he was about to find. One crisp morning, Hank and his team were sent deep into the forest to start logging in a new area. The trees were tall, the air was fresh, but something felt off. As he looked around, he noticed something strange. Almost every tree around him had huge, swollen lumps bulging from their trunks. At first, he thought it was some kind of tree disease, maybe fungal growth. But as he walked further, he realized the lumps were too uniform, almost like they had something inside them. A chill ran down his spine. Something about this wasn't normal. Not wanting to jump to conclusions, Hank called over his coworker, Mike. "You ever seen anything like this?" Hank asked, pointing to the lumpy trees. Mike frowned. "Not this many in one place, but let's take a look." They picked a large tree and began cutting it down. But the moment their axes struck the wood, they knew something was different. The tree was denser, tougher, almost as if it was hiding something. It took twice the effort to cut through compared to a normal tree. Finally, after minutes of exhausting work, the tree creaked, swayed, and crashed to the ground with a loud thud. The two men exchanged glances. Something wasn't right about this place. Determined to find out what was inside the lumps, Hank raised his axe and struck one of them. The bark cracked open, and what they saw inside made their blood run cold. It wasn't tree sap. It wasn't fungus. It was metal. Hank stepped back, his breathing uneven. He reached into the opening, brushing away the layers of decayed wood, and his heart nearly stopped. Inside the tree, embedded within the wood, were old, rusted weapons. Grenades, rifles, and unexploded ordnance. Mike's face turned pale. "Hank, put that down. I think we just found something we were never meant to see." For a few seconds, neither of them moved. The weight of the discovery sank in. They had been just one swing away from disaster. If the grenade had been unstable, cutting into it could have triggered an explosion, and they wouldn't be alive to tell the story. Hands shaking, Hank grabbed his phone and dialed 911. "This is Hank Fletcher. I think we have a situation here. We found weapons, old ones, inside these trees. You need to send someone, fast." Within an hour, the forest was swarming with authorities. Bomb squads, forensic teams, and investigators cordoned off the area. As they inspected the scene, they confirmed something shocking. This entire forest was once an unmarked wartime battlefield. Decades ago during the war, weapons had been left behind, some buried, some forgotten. Over time, the trees had grown around them, absorbing the metal into their trunks, hiding them in plain sight. Hank and his crew watched as the professionals carefully extracted the old explosives. Some were so decayed they crumbled at the touch, but others, still dangerous. One officer explained, "These are remnants from an old battle. If one of these had detonated while you were chopping, it would have been a disaster." Hank took a deep breath. He had worked in forests his whole life, but he had never been this close to death before. How many other loggers had worked in forests like this? How many trees across the world held deadly secrets from the past? That day, the forest was declared off-limits. Experts spent months clearing out dangerous objects hidden within the trees. Hank and his team left, knowing they had narrowly escaped a fatal mistake. Some forests hold ancient trees, some hide rare animals. But this one? It had been hiding a war. If you found this story shocking, imagine how many secrets nature might still be hiding. What do you think? Could there be other forests with forgotten history buried inside? Let us know in the comments. And if you love mysterious, real-life stories, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story like this.